Hello friends, welcome to Golden Angel Tarot. For this reading, I'm going to talk about Saturn in Aries. So, as you know, Saturn entered Aries in May, and it will continue until August 31st in Aries. In September, it will retrograde back into Pisces for a final review of unfinished business. And after February 13th, 2026, until April 12th, 2028, Saturn will continue in Aries. When we talk about Saturn, this is the ruler of the zodiac signs Capricorn and Aquarius. Capricorn restricts mostly on the career work topics, and Aquarius looks for expansion more in the community or collective area. So for Saturn is the discipline, your frustrations, your karma. Saturn creates delays based on where the planet is located or which house it is located, and teaches you lessons. So we are expected to learn things from this, again according to the house and the planets that we possess in our natal chart. And if you fulfill your responsibilities, if you discipline yourself and learn the lessons in the according house or according sign, zodiac sign, then if Saturn decides you have learned your lessons, it will bring its permanent reward. So once you learn the lesson will not repeat itself. If you don't know your natal chart, of course you'll be listening according to your sun sign, maybe your rising. So basically I would suggest listening to your sun sign, rising and moon sign. But if you know your natal chart, whichever house is getting the transit, you can also listen to that reading too. So I'm going to pull these oracle cards beforehand in the name of saving time. Then I will pull tarot cards to learn the lessons, the prize, the blockages. So let's start. Quick reminder before we start: if you like the readings, don't forget to hit the like button. I will be happily welcoming you to my soul tribe. And if you'd like to listen to follow more readings from Golden Angel Tarot, you can consider subscribing. So thank you in advance. Hello Aquarius. So before I started your portion of the reading, I started sweating and I have no reason to sweat, so I'm assuming it's a general energy. This Saturn transit in Aries might make you sweat in different aspects of your life, maybe in your professional life, maybe in your studies, maybe regarding sports or some hobby you adopt. You might be going to be sweating a lot, is the energy I get. So let's check what we get. The first card I have is number 16, and number 16 is Solar Calm, Clarify. So here we have, at bottom of the deck is number 36, Midheaven, Pinnacle. So, I'm sorry, What I get here is first 16 or 36 might mean something to you. Total of 7 or 9 might mean something to you. And wands are initiation, 6 is harmony, Aquarius is zodiac archetype, which is about community, giving back to collective, instead of focusing on individual parts of life, more connected through society. And since Saturn is one of your rulers, so in modern astrology and traditional astrology, you have two rulers. One is Saturn, one is Uranus. And Uranus is, as well as Saturn being traditional, Uranus demands change, being out of ordinary. So you are extraordinarily traditional, we can say. So you feel the norms, you satisfy the expectations, or you try to satisfy the expectations of the community somehow, but in your own way, in your own style. So what I get here energetically is like planets aligning, looking for a bigger perspective, solar calm and clarify. So like this gives me this like a telescope vibe, you know, clarifying, going to the final ultimate point, and like from individual to like a more bigger aspect. And Midheaven talks about our relationship with authority, our authority, how we look on the outside, our pinnacle points, or how we are going to reach the pinnacle point. And this also talks about, since being visible is an aspect here. Let's see, with the colors, sacral and solar plexus is also about our willpower, confidence, our creativity, our projects. So I'm assuming this sweating of yours might mean something more in the professional context, and like aiming for the top, but not with big leaps, but like steps by step, in a more planned manner, is the energy I get. And guardian angel. So here we have 3 aspects. 3 could be important number for you. Guardian angel, again, like white feathers, are thought to be in spiritual point of view, like angels, feathers, good news. And with the Trinity, it could be Holy Trinity kind of thing, mind, body. So sun and moon and eye, this gives me this energy of like this wisdom, all-seeing eye. Sun is how we look on the outside, our willpower, our egotistical self, and moon is about our inner world or spiritual parts, or you can say mind. So whatever constrictions, whatever constraints, obstacles you have, I think you should not feel alone. I think this is the message we get here. And bottom of the deck is Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. So she, like with this green color of the green chakra, and red apples is roots, our roots, or where we feel grounded. This is usually our family, our past, our more stable, more traditional, like how we were raised growing up aspect. So this apple has these 5 seeds. In paganism, with this 5 symbolizes 5 elements of life. So it could be 5 topics. Number 5 could be important to you. This card also is correspondence, has correspondence with the Empress card, number 3 in tarot deck. So again, Empress is also, she sits like this feminine energy, sits in her garden, connecting with nature. Also, what I get now is you being in nature, grounding yourself, or doing something regarding the natural life, maybe helping preserve, working for things like that, giving community in these kinds of topics might be abundant for you. So, or if you feel like you, during this transit, you feel like your abundance is somehow restricted, maybe again turning to some meditative nature, more spiritual aspects, asking help from the divine might make you feel better. So we have setting boundaries, number 30, again 3 is communication, expansion, cooperation, and 0 is infinite potential. So with communication, and maybe you might have communication problems with people, because since we talk about setting boundaries, also it is threshold protection and honor. Maybe you might, during this transit, you might feel like you need to defend your honor, or like people might try to pass your threshold, and you might feel the need to stop them. And see, like on background there's this tiger. This gives me the energy of like strength card. Strength card is number 8. This might mean something to you. And this feminine nurturing energy has the potential of a tiger or tigress, and this strength on the back of the background of the idea might mean something to you. Also, the hands are glowing. I have this feeling, like, since we are talking about constraints or what could make you blocked somehow, maybe you might have trouble with your hands or your arms. This could be physical or any other matter, if you can think of such condition. And number 5, clarity, planning, releasing illusions. So again, here I see this yellow, our willpower. Maybe since I talked about working hard, your willpower, probably regarding your professional life, because that's the energy I get, or during your in your professional surrounding, might be an issue here. And you might need to see things from a bigger perspective, like bird's eye view of things, before doing something and deciding on your limits. Or maybe there are some situations that are not clear that is stopping you from holding or protecting your boundaries, is what I get. So here we have the mountain, number 33, Gnosis, number 75, and the box 44. So 33, 44, repeating double numbers are meaningful for me, and also in numerology. Also, you are the 11th zodiac sign. So 11, 20, 22, I don't know why I said that, came. So 11, 22, 33, 44s might mean something to you. And with all these aspects, and bottom of the deck is Anima Mundi, 78, number 78, the last card in this deck. So I think again with this card I get this like from individual to like more broader aspect is what I get with this Anima Mundi card. So I think, you know, here I feel like this ore in the middle of the mountain. There's this ore or this mine that is waiting to be conquered and shined upon, like this yellow against the making it visible. So this is a white mountain. Mountains could mean obstacles or spiritual journeys, and this white mountain gives me a more like spiritual wisdom, accumulation of experience kind of vibe, and like the purple third eye heart space. So coming from the heart with the soulful, heartful way, I think you have the capacity, or you are invited to find this gem in the middle of the mountain and make it visible. And here I have for the Gnosis card, the moon is our intuition, inner knowing, and at this gear gives me this idea again, like we talked about your professional life. And this could be your professional life work, or gear might mean some settings to do, but instead of always trying to conform with the society's expectations, maybe you might find a way, or you are invited to find a way to fit with your own style, with your own shape or form. Here I have this like the chakra colors here, a bird flying, and this gives me like this, you know, we talked about like not this, not moving in a big leap, but step by step manner. So here I also have this like flying in spiral effect, you know, like you look like you are turning like in a circular way, but actually you are rising slowly in a spiral kind of thing. So with this gem or whatever you're supposed to make visible, you will follow your intuition. You will be planned, because we talked about this under this bottom of the deck card is planning. So again with the yellow, making it visible with our willpower. So with your capacity to find things and using your intuition to rise it above. And again, we talked about Uranus and Saturn aspect. So here again, this gem here is like trying to conform in these boxes, these limits imposed on this gem by society. It could be the society or the traditions or the expectations or the ideas that were injected in our minds while you grow up. So I think you are expected to pass or remove these boxes one by one and reach to a higher expensive point with whatever this is. But I strongly get this like a more academic, professional life, more tangible kind of energy. Let's put here. And with Anima Mundi is Anima Mundi again. We talked about that everything, nothing is rejected here. Like the Aquarius people are open-minded. They don't judge, they accept, and they upgrade things, you know. Instead of complaining or instead of judging things, they make things better. And usually this is through giving to society somehow. So here you're in the middle. Again, this gem looks quite like the gem in this person's head, an idea, probably intellectual aspect. I think you will be shining a light on many aspects during this transit. And what I get here is like the fortune point, and here again Neptune, unknowns, unseen, and following your intuition through unseen things, and communication through, maybe you might have some trouble with communication or being understood. And Mars and Pluto and Uranus again being active in changing some aspects here. And since also Pluto is in Aquarius now, it will be there for a long time, and this will be technological, this will be scientific. So also Jupiter here is also about expansion, making things bigger, so adding to things and adding to everything. So I see an expansion on your parts. So here we have all other zodiac signs get one card, but for you system gave me 2 cards. So this person, again with the hands, here we have the light in the hands, and here again there's something with this yellow shining light with the hands. This could mean you creating something with your hands, you know, so like here this is your sign is not the water, the bearer of the water, so labor, work, doing something with your hands, maybe something related to water just came to me now, and talks about collaboration. So, and also see these like a compass rules or like cardinal directions kind of thing. So finding your way through your intuition, third eye is the energy I get. So it says, allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see the natural beauty around you expand. So this gives me again you removing obstacles and boxes and shining outwards and seeing the natural world around you and expanding is quite parallel here. And the other card is, again, this gives me this idea of nature. Rabbits are good luck. There are mushrooms here, colorful flowers like pink, blue flowers, purple. So purple could symbolize the third eye, the intuition. Pink could be like coming from the heart space. It's color of heart chakra. It's green and pink. And blue also talks to me about the throat chakra, a communication effect. So maybe you being in silence, listening to your inner communication could be a key. And it says, reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty, and you shall receive a myriad of miracles. Again, natural world and myriad of plenty, the abundance is highlighted here, is what I get. So since this is about Saturn and constrictions, I'd like to ask, what are the potential blockage, frustration, and delays? So what could be the blockage, delay, or frustration? Not many. You are the lucky ones, maybe, since you have this favor because Saturn is your ruler. Let's see. Okay, we have one here. So Page of Wands. So you might have trouble starting new things. This could be a new project. This could be something regarding your vitality. Could be new sport. You are like, it's in your hands, but this person looks blind to this beginning that might burn the flame inside. And the Wheel of Fortune. So I think with the turn of events or some completions somehow with the fate, destiny, grace of Saturn, whatever it is, I see the sun here. So these changes in the end will bring good fortune, but you might not be able to see the positive sign, the silver lining of the process. And King of Swords. So this king has 3 swords here, like one. This gives me the energy of Ace of Swords, which is clarity, the breakthrough, the start of a new thought, the spark, like we said. And 2 of Swords talks about stagnation and not being able to make a decision or not being able to move forward, like stalemate. And this is 3 swords here. So this 3 of Swords talks about heartbreaks, sad experiences. So the lack of, also we had this clarity card here. So the lack of clarity might make you stagnant and might make you frustrated or break your heart in the end. So if we talk about break your heart, maybe your personal relationships might lack this clarity and you might not feel as close to your partner, your significant other, or people who are close to you, is the energy I get now. Or overly intellectualizing things, thinking a lot but not having time to take a break for yourself. And 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles talks about legacy. This is the end point of end stage of things that are tangible, and looks like this 2 person seems to have fun, but again, eye is closed, like clarity is missing regarding this, and these people are here, but they don't know what they got themselves into, kind of thing, you know, like maybe while you are trying to build something tangible, the people around you might not give you the support you need, the stability, the grounding, or things that you think will continue might not be that long lasting as you hoped it would be. What else? Okay. Number 3, also 10s might be important here. And this is Empress. Empress, again, we talked about this lady card, so maybe abundance is on the way. You should have faith in things, but maybe your lack of faith or you being too pessimistic about things, because she seems like she's sitting in her, like in classical tarot, she's in her garden, quite abundant, satisfied, happy, but here she looks, again, lacks the clarity, her eye is closed, and she looks annoyed or irritated, like not comfortable in her place. So you not feeling comfortable in wherever you expect discomfort might be a blockage, might be a thing that eats away your motivation. And King of Cups. So King of Cups is, again, he has his cup in front of him, and he looks like, because like cups are emotions, this is an emotionally intelligent, romantic person normally, but again, the lack of clarity, maybe again with your relationships, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be close friends or family, but again, some lack of clarity or maybe like blurry boundaries might make you might cause you delays or frustrations. I'm gonna take two more. This one, 8 of Cups. This person moving away from their frustrations, maybe you not moving away from your frustration and trying to stick with whatever person, situation, job or environment is maybe keeping you stuck, or since we talked about conforming to society's expectations, maybe you pushing yourself into these boxes and not moving away from things that are not nurturing you. Could be a frustration, blockage or delay. And Queen of Cups. Again, this is the emotional nurturing energy. You not being able to nurture yourself. And this is usually, I think, like regarding people having a lot of frustrations is the energy I get here. And I want to take one last card here. And I don't, it's not about me, the card wants to come out. Okay, so 3 of Cups. Again, 3s are 10s and 3s are now popping out for me. So 3 of Cups is getting together, celebrating, having fun, partying. So I think you should lean on during hard times. Lean on to also, cups are about art, creations, poetry, romantic things, things that make you happy basically. So during this transit during 2.5 years, I think you should lean onto more creative sides, hobbies, things that fill your cup, might make you feel better. And Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles talks about things that are, so here I see this like ivy, you know, like greenery hanging on top of her. Greenery is for me abundance, things that are nurturing us. So there are things on the horizon, or there's this potential, but she's not able to see this potential, or not being able to plan or organize things the way you should, the way that it nurtures you might be a problem. Maybe you might overdo things, overwork yourself. It could be anything. So that is the energy I get. And how can you alchemize or transform these blockages? How can you transform these blockages? So 3 of Wands. Plan ahead. Again, this is green, coming from the heart space, and sacral chakra, the color orange, and again number 3 is here. So the things that are emotional, intimate, fun, try to expand in those areas, or try to make plans containing these, because we talked about not being able to separate yourself that are emotionally depleting you. So try to lean on more fun side. And death. So that card talks about, it is number 13, talks about death and rebirth. So things changing in a way. Of course, it's Saturn, some things will change eventually. I see this ladybug here, so this is a lucky change, and this looks like a mushroom bursting out of its sac, or like growing, coming back in a better, in a bigger, more nurtured way. So here I see the tortoise. Tortoise is slow. We talked about this, like step by step, small increments, and also small plans, because in blockages we talked about not being able to put into plan these things that will nourish you, like material things. Could be about your health, could be about your professional life. So also death talks about going deep in emotions. So Aquarius people are more on the logical side, but maybe also putting some heart space, some depth could be beneficial. And Three of Pentacles, again, threes are a lot here. So here I see this blues are here. It gives me this energy of communication, so a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth messaging, emailing, however you communicate. So again, so the Pentacles here gives me this energy of like professional life. You will be having a lot of correspondence, and this will open you up for expansion, collaboration. 3 is also about collaborating with other people. So you having a lot of communication and more than individual, trying to get people in your projects might be beneficial. So this wants to come out. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords talks about clarity. We told here with the King of Swords, so they all had this energy of lacking clarity. So here there's this hand, it looks like the divine or like some unknown mystery. Maybe without you knowing or without you looking for the clarity, somehow you will be made known. You will be seeing some things for what it is, and this clarity might make these delays better. It might reverse or upgrade these delays somehow. What else? How can Aquarius alchemize? 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles talks about being stuck in our own ways, but since this is the alchemized part, what I get here is leaning on more material aspect and collecting material things. So this could mean investing in a house, a car, things that make you happy, like tangible things around your physical world. Or this could mean investing in your health. Habits and 4s are number of stability, so things that will stick with you, or you can continue for a long period of time without exhausting yourself. And the Star. So the Star, again, oranges and yellows. This is a hopeful card. Here we had this, compass, cardinal signs kind of thing. So here we have the Northern Star. So find your north and follow it and be hopeful. Instead of you might be, what I get is now you might be inclined to maybe depression, because here we had these cups and walking away in frustration. You might be inclined to get depressed. So being hopeful and leaning to maybe more spiritual practices might be beneficial. An Ace of Wands. So here again, this hand looks like a divine. So you will get this help from your angels, from the cosmos, whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in your higher self or yourself. And like again, here there's this orange colored gem, this ring. So from this passionate, vital point of view that makes you happy, you'll be able to start something fresh. You are invited to start something fresh. So here we had the blockage. It was the Page of Wands. So you have the potential and you don't know what you can do. So start something anew. don't be afraid to make your projects come to life. This wants to come out. Two of Cups. So Two of Cups talks about partnerships. Again, this could be romantic or it could be non-romantic. And I see the color blue. So I think since we talked about this clarity card and cooperation card, I think communication will be really important, and maybe it could be a restricting part for you. Maybe you will be misunderstood, or you might tell things but you might not be able to. People might not, they might seem to not understand you, is the energy I get. So with the blues and communication, I think you might have some work to do regarding this correspondence and communication part. So bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune again here. Wheel of Fortune also talks about taking the wheel. So drive your own car, that is life, and also things that will happen, but we might not be in control. So all of these, I think what I get here is you can't choose what happens if you believe in destiny or life paths. So there's this way we walk, but how you react to it is the difference. So I think you are invited to think, contemplate on how you react to things, and if it is somehow doesn't satisfy you, contemplate on it and don't be shy to put boundaries. I mean, Aquarius people don't usually have that kind of issue. Normally people can't make you do things that you don't want to. You are quite intellectual and quite clever, smart about those things, but some circumstances about, again, in professional life you might not be able to always reject things. So again, I mostly get this close friendships emotionally and in general professional things. So I'm gonna get a advice card for you. What is the advice? So this person holding this shiny, this looks like, it looked like a key at first to me. In the guidebook this is number 16. So again, this could be a synchronicity for you. Number 16, and this card is number 16. So again, I told you holding in the hand the key is this talks about infinity, energy, and muse. So it says try to be energetic, try to create. We talked about Ace of Wands, so try to create things that make you happy. And color of this card is blue. We talked about blues. Color of the card is blue, and this talks about the depths of muse and the wide energy. Like we have this infinite cosmic energy we can tap in. Element of this card is air. Aquarius is an air sign, and this is freedom. This is again being not being in a box, thinking more free. And astrologically this guidebook says Uranus. So again, muse, doing things new in a unconventional way. So this talks about you creating things, being active, being thinking about new ideas. Like I said, you know, finding your own way, finding the gem and getting it out. And it talks about you. We talked about abundance here. abundance here. So it says physically and mentally you will have a lot of energy. Advice is getting new hobbies and nurture your creativity, which we had the message here with the tarot cards already. And in your job also, you are in a creative period. It says like you will be in a creative period, starting new projects or renewing things. You know, we had this death card, so doing things in a new unconventional ways could be the key here. And changing your perspective for more positive side. So you are, I think, best leaning on creativity, art, things that make you happy. If that fills your cup, will be beneficial during this time. So this was your reading. Good luck, love, and peace, friends. Bye.